PTM versus NME.
Cool.
Let's do the thing. This is quarters, so congrats.
just run up tipper dash attack. Good recognition on the fact that Kragg is like just can't immediately get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like if they're just gonna do
if they're just gonna do it, why not?
Exactly, like it's a stupid round start option, but it's a round start option, alright. PTM Clairen, my beloved. So true, Catalyst. So true.
Almost just died.
Dude, enemy going crazy off stage. Both these players kind of go crazy, honestly.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, nice up strong. Racking up some good damage right here.
Ooh, bad DI on the forward air. Almost killed. Oh.
Okay, that was an option.
I like the safe option of just doing the forward tilt. Just like, okay, I don't want to just run up and try to forward strong and then die from my troubles. I'm just gonna run up wave dash F tilt. Decent punish. If I get tipper, that's also pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh. Ah, no fall. It's really unfortunate. That was a super awkward position to hit that there. Because I think like PTM was trying to scout out the down strong. Oh, okay, you're just gonna get the PvP.
Alright.
Cool.
Good job.
Good job. Round of
You went for something. You went for the more complex thing. I applaud you for it. But there are simpler options, just straight up side being after that parry. That's also pretty good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with going for like the more advanced stuff, because you never know when it like might come in handy outside of the situation you just did it in. Because like practice is practice. If you can just like get a raw grab and then repeat that exact situation where you like get the up strong read, that's super good.
Wow, that up and down strong right there. It's gonna be taken. PTM second stock. This is a nice position to be in, I think, for enemy. Oh god, that's a really nice position.
that Kragg forward, I tell you.
It sure does, right? Like it really does. I think PTM was still playing pretty solidly there, but I think like it's starting to get to the point where PTM relies a lot on like trying to get grab up strong, and I think enemies reasonably comfortable at not getting hit by that right now. So we'll see how this goes here at Game 2 going to the Classic. It would be hard pressed to not see PTM pick the stage. The grab parry advantage is definitely interesting.
I definitely like this is some good rivals. I'm just like none of these players are like being too predictable. Like when they know when to hang back and like try and wait out for an opening, they know when to try and go in. They're not super obvious with like what they want to do.
Yeah, you do not be afraid to DI grab off stage right there. A lot of
the thing that's like scary about that one is like you don't know if they're gonna back throw anyway. It's like it's legit a 50-50.
Yeah, especially online, it really is. But Clairen's got a lot of options like that. I think like at lower levels, the mind game is a lot less prevalent, just because most people really are going to think that you're gonna hold in.
How did that not parry the down special? Bro, Catalyst, you're you're right in that PTM is pretty sick, but you're also missing out on the part where he's getting robbed.
Well, this game 2 at the very least is pretty even here. And these parries looking very nice right there. And here it is again, enemy, please. Yeah, off stage, I promise, it's not that scary.
You're Kragg, you can stall pretty well off stage, especially against Clairen.
Clairen has
you got options.
The risks Clairen has to take to properly edgeguard Kragg are crazy. Like, you really shouldn't be too scared, at least here. It'd be a different story if, like, you've seen PTM edgeguarding you crazy well, I don't think we've seen that so far.
There we go. The parry into the side B. That's the simple or reliable solution. Get a thumbs up. I know, like, being basic or like being simple gets a bad rap sometimes, especially in these competitive games. Everyone wants to be sick with it. They want to be the crowd pleaser. Sometimes the simplest option is so reliable, and it's also groundbreaking. I mean, not groundbreaking, but gratifying in its own right. There's nothing wrong with having a simple way of doing things.
Yeah. Here we go. Enemy finally trying the guy out right here. Looking a lot
like
better.
That.
Yeah, this is winnable for Enemy. It's not an amazing position, but it's winnable.
Yeah, it's Kragg with only like a 40% deficit. It's not. It's still in his grasp. Kragg is heavy. He's heavy boy.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Clairen's kill confirms are gonna work significantly later. Okay, nice mix up, but it's not gonna tip her. I like that recognition though. Like as soon as Enemy started to DI the other way, you're gonna remember to throw back on stage.
Oh, went for the sliding parry but messed it up and got the neutral air dodge.
Yeah.
Cool. Good job just batting the rock out of the air. I know it's like easier for some characters than others, but just like being able to do that, it makes it so the Kragg can't bully you as hard, which is always a good plus.
I feel like Clairen's decent at it. Nair is generally your safest option for it, but that one is like a 50-50 straight up. That you can only break with Hipper.
Cool. Oh. Now we're getting to a panic situation. Both these players are like dead in like the next hit. Cool. Come on, just got any one of you. There we go.
That was really scary.
The simple, reliable.
Yeah, that was a
very
crazy
pleasing
one.
to see.
You very rarely see games that long in Rivals.
PTM is something. This is definitely like satisfying to look at. Just like how consistently PTM just parries those down B spikes. It's like, yeah, put that Kragg in his place.
It is pretty easy
don't
for Clairen.
don't let the online Kragg bully you.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's easier for Clairen. It's still like super, just such a good habit to have.
Feels good, yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's easier or harder for your character. Just being able to do it, mamma mia. Ooh, NME with the switch to Zetter burn.
Yeah. And once again, being the one and only person in Resource to pick this stage. Yeah, I will say, fire character matchups are like some of my favorites in the game. As much as Zetter cheats and I hate his guts. It's definitely.
I wonder what went through the old noggin to be like, yep, I should switch to Zetter.
I think just losing a game. That definitely seems like Enemy's process here a lot of the time. Because you notice, like, the same thing, the reverse happened in the previous set, where he lost a Zetter game and then needed one to Kragg. This time we're seeing it the other way around. And yeah, I mean, if you're equally comfortable with those characters, it can definitely work. See if there's a player versus character you can abuse.
Yeah. I definitely feel like the Zetter Clairen probably a bit more difficult to pull off, especially since you're lighter. You don't have as many options for keeping Clairen at bay.
Yeah.
It's a switching from a more passive approach to the matchup to a more proactive approach to the matchup, which can definitely be jarring if you're not entirely ready to like face all of the consequences of that choice. Because like that's all anything like really is, especially in fighting games. It's just choices and consequences.
Yeah. Constantly taking risks, even if you're using like super safe moves, there's still an element of risk in them.
And just like once you understand just the fundamental idea that fighting games have a lot of risk to them, and just being able to play responsibly with like your life or stock leads, Because like when you have the stock lead, you can definitely just recognize, all right, I have the stock lead, and it's a fairly like decent lead. They're gonna try and do something risky to try and close it out, especially if like time is of like a very pressing thing. It's like, all right, I have the lead. They're pretty far down. They gotta commit to something risky. I really don't.
Yeah.
Just recognizing that it makes you like play lame when game kind of player, but that's not necessarily true. Just being able to recognize that, pretty good thing to have.
I mean, even if you are gonna play lame, if it wins game, fair enough. Either way, yeah, pretty even game right here. There's definitely a matchup that I think kind of goes back and forth a lot. Where like Zetter really is going to be focusing on that on-stage advantage, and Clairen's focusing on the off-stage advantage. Both of them get so much off of it.
This is a good old even game. Oh, the taunt!
I feel like that had to be a fat thumb. You were in the middle of advantage right there.
I don't know.
Does Excalibur taunt have a hitbox?
You never know when you just try to... Sometimes it's all about breaking your opponent's morale.
I mean,
and sometimes...
And he still wins the game! NME! Wow. You're
That taunt was foul.
Enemy, yeah, enemy of the people now. Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised if playing this
Taunt has
one
no hitbox,
but it doesn't. Wow, that had to be fat thumb, right? Come on.
I'm just gonna give the homie credit. He's just trying to be sick nasty, trying to break the morale, get in the opponent's head half the battle.
I guess if you take the W, you take the W, right?
It doesn't matter how you take the W, all that matters is that you took the W. It doesn't matter how much of your humanity you abandoned along the way.
We're not going to ignore that round start up B, right?
You see... I was just gonna move on from it, pretend I didn't see it.
Damn, dude.
But then you brought it up. And then now I gotta be like, yeah, that was pretty sick nasty.
Was it now? Sick nasty, you say?
Yeah, just the round start up B really breaks your opponent's mental game.
That's true.
Shows them that you have confidence in going for utterly ridiculous and janky options.
One of my personal favorite Twitch clips is of me doing round start Dacus versus Brad and then getting a really lame 0 to death on him. Because the entire time we were both just dying.
Oh.
Wow.
Tipper down strong.
Yeah.
Taking the stock.
I'm surprised at Tipper, but you know what? Definitely...
Oh. NME, no.
That's unfortunate.
This man just got thrown off stage and said, you know what? I don't need the stock.
I don't need the stock.
I don't need the stock. The stock, garbage, rubbish.
Yeah.
PTM just saying, alright, if you wanna treat your stocks like garbage, here, let me trash this one real quick. Just go into town on him, not letting him have anything.
Yeah.
And me getting the occasional, like, good straight hit, but then just getting deleted.
Yeah, no, really good game for PTM right there. I think that's exactly what he needed here. Kind of just swinging the momentum back in his favor. No surprise, we're ending this set on a fire character classic, Tropical Pond.
I hate Tropical Pond.
I think I might have forgotten to add the score count to NME.
Tragic.
There we go.
Somewhere seeing the lead from NME. Just playing very responsibly with his percent lead as well. Just going for some simple stuff, racking up some percent, knowing when his advantage state is coming to an end, and just resetting neutral and then getting another neutral win. Very good use for PTM of like just using that extended part of the platform to like make your recovery safer. That's such an invaluable thing for like the fire characters, just having a stage that can make up for your poor recovery options.
Yeah.
Because like fire characters, they have decent recoveries, but then you put into the account like edge guarding, and then all of a sudden,
I don't know, I guess sometimes they might look okay, but Zetter's really the only one that has like a solid recovery. The other two are generally considered the worst two in the game.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, a lot of
Zetter has good mix-ups.
Zetter has really good mix-ups. Because funnily enough, though, like I said earlier, like I feel like Zetter, you never really think about Zetter edge guarding Clairen too much, but you think of Clairen edge guarding Zetter a lot.
The weird double standards our society creates. You hate to see it. PTM taking control back of like the match though. Like I know it's like very even, but like just with how that first stock was going, just took control back, making it like just an even game with the immaculate spacing. Did NME just try to run up and just up strong out of disadvantage?
I think so.
I respect that.
That is such a Zetterburn thing to do. Oh no!
Like it probably would have worked better if he like did a turnaround down strong, but like just the gall of going for just run up strong.
Okay, yeah, strong, but not that one's gonna kill though.
Up strong into up strong.
Nice shift right there, and not gonna get hit by the F strong. Yeah, it feels like PTM's really struggling to find a kill move right here. Yeah, Clairen has quite a few of them. This stage has Zetter in a lot of recovery mix-ups. That can make it a little trickier to edge guard him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Clairen does just have like one of the worst recoveries in the game, let's be real.
Yeah, I think it's the worst, and then Forest Bird's a little bit ahead.
It's like she needs her double jump and air dodge, otherwise she's vulnerable. Like yeah, it has a big hitbox, but like after a certain point, that stops helping you out.
The actual X factor of a recovery is down D, but it's such a risky option. It's so risky that like it's a double-edged sword, and I feel like worse than the other characters. Like, she really has to rely on that double-edged sword.
Well, her sword can't be double-edged because it's a laser, actually.
Well, I mean, well...
Okay, there goes the down strong.